Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Cynthia Conte, and welcome to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. Again, I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf.
And we got a big one for you. Usually we do a run it back, but you know what? This man has got, we got to just bring him in right now because we'll do the run it back after we're done with him. Oh, man. Let me get this right. The unified WBC and WBO super featherweight world champion and also the 2016 Olympic silver medalist, Shakur Stevenson! Welcome to the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. We are so excited and so happy to finally get you on the show.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I remember that too. I was on the Valdez undercard against Mariaga.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely developed and got a lot better since then. So
just a little
bit better, I would say. And it's funny how things come full circle. The last fight we saw you in was against Oscar Valdez and a complete dominant, beautiful victory. How many times have you watched that fight back? Have you watched it back? Because it was such a complete domination from beginning to end. Do you watch that back to learn things about yourself? What do you think about that fight when you reflect on it?
Yeah, I watched that fight plenty of times. I love that fight. That's one of my favorite fights that I had since a pro. I just felt like I showed my skills. I showed who I truly am, and I got the even though it went 12 rounds, I didn't get to knock him out, but it was like a beautiful display. I was taught hit and don't get hit, and I just got to show a lot of my skills, and you could tell I'm getting a lot better.
I think it was great to see the 12 rounds because, you talk a little bit on Twitter, but you definitely are not a keyboard warrior like some of these boxers are. You do a lot of your talking in the ring. And to see that sustained attack and decisiveness over 12 rounds, do you think that's the best introduction you could give to people who may have not been as familiar with you before, but who are now fans? Boxing fans already knew who you were, but people who are new to the sport?
Nah, I think I probably would show them the Jamel Herring fight where I just beat Jamel up through the whole fight. But I think that the Valdez fight, it was a great fight for pure boxers, for boxing fans that like fights like Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo, them type of fights where it's you're dominant against a solid opponent, but a good opponent, but you're making them look worse than they actually is. So that's how I look at that.
First off, before anything, we want to wish you a happy belated birthday to you and your girl. I know that you guys celebrated birthdays. And also, congratulations on being a new father. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How is fatherhood?
Fatherhood been treating me, crazy. It's, it's something different. It's something that you got to get used to. But I love it. I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I never felt like this about nothing else. And it just felt good being the father of my child. I love her so much. So.
You are a girl dad.
Ooh. How much sleep are you getting? Because, these babies like to get up during the night. How's the baby? So are you getting some rest?
Nah, at first we wasn't. But now she sleep through the night perfectly fine. We got her on a good bedtime schedule, and she fall right to sleep and be sleep through the whole night.
Wow. How old is your baby?
She's 7 months.
Wow. I have a 15-month-old, so I totally understand where you are, where you've been, and where you're going to go. So get all the sleep you can. But congratulations. And fatherhood and motherhood is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Robson Conceição. This is a very formidable opponent. He's 17-1 by way of 8 knockouts. You're fighting him September 23rd. You chose him, or is this mandatory for you?
I think I had other options, but I kind of chose him. I feel like everybody felt like he beat Valdez, and they feel like he deserved a shot. So, and they also feel like he's a good fighter. So I don't mind giving him a shot at my belt. I also feel like he's a good fighter. Like I said, he won an Olympic gold medal. I think that's one of the hardest things to do in the sport of boxing. So I chose him, and I think he's a great fighter, and I can't wait to fight him.
Returning to the Prudential Center to fight against him, it's a different type of homecoming now as a dual belt champion. What are you looking most forward to with that fight in terms of just returning home and being in front of the town that raised you?
I think it's going to be a special night. I think it's going to be a special night of boxing. I'm bringing something back to, I got kids that look up to me, and they get to watch me in person. I'm making sure I buy 100 or so tickets for kids that go to schools and North Public schools. And like I said, this is going to be a special night. I feel like we all going to have fun. It's going to be a blast, and I'm coming home being victorious.
I saw that you had tweeted you recently were working out with the kids or training with the kids, and you said something like, "Oh, I just love that." What does that fulfill in you, being able to work with the kids now, buying tickets for them to the fight? What does that feel within your heart, your brain, to be able to do that?
I ain't never had nobody that made it out of Newark come back to Newark and do the things that I'm doing for these kids. So I just feel like I just want to be a face for them that, once they get older, they go do something. I want to get them a reason to go do something other than the bad things that's in front of them in my city. So I just try to be a great example to them. Like I said, when I did that, I went to the gym and I sparred probably like 20 different kids, and I just play around with them, and it gave them the time of their life, and I know they're gonna remember that forever. So like I said, I love it. It's one of the best things that I ever done.
I love it. Your face lights up when you're talking about doing that with the kids. It's so beautiful, because not many boxers would be able to say that and give back. Like we've always talked about the humanitarian. But we're going to get to it. Terence Crawford, we've seen him. We've seen you in the ring with him sparring. What was the best advice Terence has ever given you?
Stay myself. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right. You got the dimples.
It's not your fault.
Did you say stay yourself?
Oh, he told me stay myself. He told me don't never let outside people that don't know nothing about boxing change my boxing style and the style I got. He told me that basically stick with what I've been doing, and I'm gonna be one of the best fighters in the world.
You know what? I believe so. That, all these pound for pound rankings, whether people believe it or not, you deserve to be on one of them. And so, because you are a force to be reckoned with. You're a young buck. You did your pro debut 5 years ago, and look at where you're at. You're a unified champion. You're looking to go possibly to the next division, 135, and hopefully, I would love to see you against Lomachenko. I know that you said you possibly want that at the beginning of the year. If Bob Arum and the boxing gods allow this to happen, is that the fight you want next?
I never really say that that was the fight I wanted.
Okay.
But I mean, everybody asked me about it. I told them I'm not going to deny it. I want from a challenge. I don't care who they. I feel like Lomachenko is a great fighter. I don't got nothing bad to say about him. But I feel like I'm a better fighter. So at the end of the day, if that's what they want to do, I'm all for it.
I've noticed that just across boxing in general, people don't have negative things to say about you. Some fighters can really divide fans. Oh, this one is overrated, this one's not. There just seems to be a uniform feeling amongst people that you are definitely among that next generation who's going to carry the torch for boxing. Do you feel like the fans and your fellow boxers respect you and what you bring to the ring?
I think anybody that know about boxing and real boxing fans, they understand how good I am, and they give me the respect that I deserve. But there's a lot of casuals I still gotta try to get to buy my fights and want to be a fan of me. So I gotta do things differently.
What do you think you need to do different into attracting those casuals? You are talented. You were in the Olympics. You're an Olympic medalist. You're a champion. ESPN is a great platform. What do you think is kind of like the balance between self-promotion? You have Top Rank, but self-promotion, but not just being too accessible? Because some people, I feel like we're just seeing them too much and they need to chill. So what do you think is kind of the balance?
I think I just gotta be more exciting, outside the ring, think of ideas to be exciting, things that turn the fans up, and also inside the ring, I gotta put on performances that I'm gonna put on September 23rd. I think that I gotta be excited and let my hands go and beat people up.
Well, we are excited to see you in the ring. Hopefully, maybe if you decide to go undisputed in your division. If not, that talented 135 division. I mean, you got Haney, Cambosos, Teofimo, Loma, Tank, Garcia, Diaz. I mean, the list goes on. So either way, there's so many opponents for you and that want to crack at you because they want to say, we beat Shakur. And I can tell you right now, a lot of them will not. Majority of them will not. Because you are too skilled. You're too good.
That's a line that they're going to stand there for no reason. They just going to get in line and realize things different when it's right in front of you. I think a lot of people think that they want that until they actually in that moment where I'm in front of them and on fight night I turn into a demon. I turn into a person who don't take no for an answer. And them people going to see once they stand in these lines and they get chosen.
I look at this next generation of fighters, and I feel like this is the most talented group of fighters that we have seen in and around your weight class in a long time. There's you and Devin Haney, and there's Tank, and there's so much talent. Is this the best group of boxing that boxing's had in a number of years? Where do you rank all of you in the history of boxing in terms of talent and skill?
I think we all got to prove it. I think, in the Sugar Ray Leonard era and the Marvin Hagler era, I think these dudes was fighting each other and, at the ages 25 and stuff like that. So I feel like fighters got to prove it. I think it's a bunch of eye tests and talented people on the eye test, but I think we all got to prove ourselves and fight each other. And, when it happens, I know that I will be standing on top.
People come out for you. We saw it with Tank. We see it with you. And when we see Yeezy sitting there, does that kind of be like, oh shit, like that's we don't necessarily see stars like that. We see boxing stars, but when you see stars from different genres in Hollywood and music, they're coming out to watch you. Does that kind of make you give you the little butterflies? Does it make you nervous?
Nah, it turned me up. I think once I see somebody like Kanye West come to your fight, I get turned up. Like I see somebody and be like, oh yeah, I'm about to show out. So. I'm glad he came to my fight. I think a week later, I actually went to dinner with him and, cool vibes, cool person. Ain't got nothing bad to say.
Shakur, do you have some bars? I mean, Kanye came to your fight. I know your lady got some bars.
Oh, hell yeah, she does.
His lady got some bars. I watched the rap game. I know what time it is. You named after a rapper. Do you have some bars? Or are you just going to,
Yeah, I just made a song yesterday.
What?
Give us a hot 16. We want a hot 16 right now. Go.
Nah, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Give him a beat.
I wrote something.
Really? What is it about? Is it about the ring or is it outside the ring? Give us can we get the little subject matter?
It's outside the ring. It's outside the ring. It's probably too much for y'all right now.
Do you ever get down with your girl? Do you guys have a rap battle? Because she's good. My God, I would watch. She is fire. She's hot.
Nah, I don't. She won and all of that. I don't need to play with her when it comes to that. That's her territory. That's like her trying to box.
Would you ever have her walk you out?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. It just got to be the right song, the right thing. Everything takes time. So I feel like in the right moment, I'll definitely do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now that you have a daughter, we are watching the rise of women boxing. I know you're very close with Clarissa Shields. You both were on Olympic team together. Michaela Mayer. All of you are really, really close. Now that you have a daughter, would you let your daughter box?
No, never.
Yeah?
Why?
Because it's a dangerous and brutal sport, and I wouldn't want to see my daughter boxing.
If it was a boy?
I don't know. I don't think I'd let my son box.
Interesting. Okay. To be fair,
I'm not mad at that.
There was a question that people have always floated that when you first came into the game, you had Andre Ward as your, was he an advisor, manager? Mm-hmm. And now he's not. People were wondering, is it because he's top rank and he can't talk, do your fights? What was the story behind all that? All these Illuminati things have been coming out about it. So
we want to hear from the source.
Yeah.
Illuminati. Oh
yeah, all of these conspiracies.
They had the cloaks on and
right.
Nah, it wasn't none of that. I think it got more so to do with I can't really give y'all a reason. But me and Dre, we cool. I talk to Dre every other day, so I think that he's a great friend of mine, and there's nothing but love and respect to Andre Ward.
He saw that skill in you, and you mentioned that you like working with the kids, and you've been doing more things, and that'll grow as your career comes on. When you've seen some of these kids, what are you looking for when you're working with them? If you were going out to seek the next Shakur, what would you look for in those kids to prove that they're serious and they have what it takes to get to where you are?
Passion. I would have to see like a kid actually got passion for it and actually like want to do it every day. And it's about driving. The main thing can be with like passion and consistency. I think when you see a kid come in every single day and they love to do it and they want to do it, and I think them the kids that I think will be like very successful. That's probably what I would look for when it comes down to that.
Would you suggest they take the same route? There are some fighters who don't go to the Olympics. They, go through the amateur ranks and they go to turn pro immediately. What do you think that the Olympic experience did for you that helped you? And would you advise the next fighter to take the same path like you?
Yeah, I would definitely advise the next fighter. Actually, with Keyshawn, I'm the one who pushed for Keyshawn multiple times to go to the Olympics. At the time, he really did listen to me. Ended up going pro, but it came back around and they allowed him to do it. But I would definitely advise young fighters to go to the Olympics. I feel like it's an experience that nobody really get to have, but not many people get to have. And I think it's an experience that made me a lot better. I think me even losing in the Olympics turned me into a savage. I feel like it's gonna be hard for any fighter to ever beat me in boxing just because of my loss in the Olympics. So I think that I would advise every fighter to go
All right, so we have a segment off the cuff. We have 2 segments before we let you go. I'm going to name a fighter. Don't think, just say one word about them. Real quick. Okay, ready? Devin Haney.
Sharp.
George Kambosos Jr.
Sloppy.
Teofimo Lopez.
Solid.
Vasily Lomachenko.
Footwork.
Gervonta Davis.
Power.
Ryan Garcia.
Tall.
Isaac Cruz.
Tough.
Joseph Diaz Jr.
Tough.
Richard Comey.
Chinny.
William Zepeda.
I sparred him.
Do we have some tape? Any tape out there we need to see?
I got like a 6-second video.
6 seconds?
Send it to us. We won't show it to nobody except the people watching the show.
We won't do like a Tank Davis Ivan Red Cat.
Nah.
And then lastly, Shakur Stevenson.
The best.
The best.
All right.
And then yours.
And so my segment, we have a little segment we call Talk Your Shit. And for the next 30 seconds, whoever you want to talk your shit to, whether it's the fans, other fighters, the world as a whole, you can say whatever you want. This is a grown person show. There is no, we don't have any rules. Shakur Stevenson, go ahead and talk your shit.
Hey, fuck y'all bitch ass niggas who said, let me stop.
Okay, Shakur, for real. Fuck your bitch, I'ma click you claim. He was going real Tupac with this.
It's like, okay, go on, boy.
I ain't gonna do that.
Your daughter's not in the car, right? Okay, go ahead. Talk your shit.
Fuck y'all bitch ass niggas that felt like I was gonna be a bust. People thought that I was gonna bust when I came in the Olympics. From the Olympics. They thought that I was not that good. I ain't had the power to be a professional. And now look at y'all. Y'all feel stupid.
And this is the kind of like a fantasy match, if it ever happens, Spence versus Crawford. Do you know if anything, if that fight's going to happen?
Please tell us. Give us something new, because we tired of watching other people talk about this fight. We want some real fighter perspective.
I don't know. I'm not in the mood with that. I pray it happens. I think it's a big fight for boxing, but I don't know nothing.
Shakur, I know you holding out. Oh, I know. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for giving us your time. We really appreciate it. This was great. And I can't wait to see your daughter come out. What's your daughter's name again?
Leilani.
Oh, beautiful name. Oh, we can't wait to see her in the stands cheering for you. And we can't wait to see you September 23rd at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, showing up and showing out.
Putting it on for the city.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And best of luck to you in the ring. Bye, Shakur. Thank you.
Wow.
He was so fun. I loved his talk your shit.
I know.
We're keeping it all in there.
Well, I want all of it. I might make a beep 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 version for.
He still said the same thing. Fuck y'all.
He said, "I'm not playing." He's a fuck y'all.
No, put the rooster.
I like Shakur. You know what I like about Shakur? Like, he does a little bit of talking in social media, but he's not a keyboard warrior like that. Like
he doesn't go back. He just says, you know what? He's very thankful, and something like time, like things like time will tell. Like, he says things like that. Mm-hmm. I've never heard him say, "Fuck you, I'm gonna kick your ass in the ring." I've never seen him say. He doesn't need to, because he can just school them in the ring.
He's not lying. I think of the Olympic loss. I remember watching it live. I think we probably all were watching it live, and he ended up getting the silver medal, and people thought that was going to be his legacy. And to see him evolve and be the fighter that he is now, Shakur is a beast. And out of this new class of fighters, in my opinion, I think he's the one that has the most longevity.
Oh my God.
The one who's going to reign for real. For real.
I really believe so. He's so skilled in the ring. He's a technician. And, he's that type, kind of like a Floyd, hit and not get hit.
That's right.
And what we saw him against Jamel Herring, when he said that was probably his best performance. And even Jamel said, man, he is hard to hit.
He was good,
the speed in him. And just, and when we watched the Valdez, like, we even said, oh my God, compared to the the Taylor Serrano fight, that was a quote unquote boring fight because it was too skilled. Because we were watching a brawl against two women versus a man that was so skilled that just used the ring, and Valdez wanted to make it a brawl, but he was like, no, sweetie, I'm not making it happen. But yeah, it was an excellent fight.
It was brilliant.
It was the perfect word, brilliant. But that was great. We got to squeeze him in. I don't even want to do a run it back because it was so good.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah, and just it's off the cuff, like Ryan Garcia, tall.
He's so respectful, and that's another thing. He could have said all kind of wild stuff, but he didn't.
What did he say about Tank? I didn't hear. I don't remember.
Power.
I would. You know what? Though that's a fight I would eventually like to see, but as the powers that be, I think honestly, I'd rather see Shakur versus Loma. Two technicians in the ring. Loma, the wizard master, versus Shakur, the technician, and it's
beautiful.
But isn't Shakur tall? Yeah, Shakur is much taller.
Come on, Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob, the Bob father.
We could take a run over to one of the little green places.
I know. Why don't remember that? Remember, Bob? We did that thing, and you told me how you eat your edibles and you go fly to another country. We would like Sin and Bob. Is it? Not gets high, because I don't get high. I can't remember. It was like we had a show. We were going to talk about it. How you taught me how to eat edibles and drink on the plane. It's on Ring TV. It's a great interview. He breaks it down. If y'all need to know how to fall asleep on a plane, drink something and stay hydrated and not feel jet lagged, Bob Arum has the recipe. So
I could just hear this. Cynthia, you gotta get it out before you get on the plane.
No, he breaks it down. He's like, before you step on the plane, you eat this edible, you have a martini, and then you lay back. Oh my God, it's so like Mad Men to me.
I'll do it, but I want to wear. We got to do it in the winter though, because if we're gonna do all that, I want to wear a fur. I want to wear some bling. Bob, holla at me. I'll eat the edible with you.
Yeah, so Bob, we're gonna do it, and we have an edible gift bag for you. Well,
we sure do.
Mine is of the munchie gift bag. Mm-hmm. I don't have an edible. You can do that. I don't know any of that stuff, but.
Don't tell nobody.
Oh no. But I guess that was, I can't even top. But the Terence Crawford. I was like, I had to press that.
Of course.
I know that he's not going to say,
they
but
tight.
Damn well. I honestly believe the fight's not going to happen.
I agree with you.
Because of what everyone's saying, that they're going to price themselves out. Who's the A side and the B side? Okay, if it's the A side and the B side, it's not about ticket sales. It's not about who's more popular. I'm just going to say who has more belts. That's
exactly.
It's not like who's a pound for pound. I don't care. It's who has more hardware at that moment. So I'm assuming it would be Spence. But sorry, everyone. I know you're gonna get up my fucking ass about this.
We're gonna see you guys are choosing.
No, we're getting. No, we're not. But that's what I'm assuming. But depending on, I get the pay-per-view sales, what Top Rank, PBC. They've done shows together, but.
Just don't Mayweather Pacquiao us, please. Don't Mayweather Pacquiao us. If we don't get that fight this year, give us the fight. If we don't get that fight this year, that fight's never gonna happen. I agree. So, I don't think we're gonna get it for we're probably not gonna get that shit for 2 or 3 years. My daughter is going to be finished with college before we get that fight.
Brooklyn will be driving by then.
We got to put in a little picture of Brooklyn.
He's 15 months. So, well, I guess, you know what? So that's pretty much it. That was a really fun show. We got him talking for more than 20 minutes.
We sure did.
We are so good. Woo!
Shout out to Shakur. Thanks for stopping by and rocking with us.
Yeah, he was really fun. And I loved it that his face lit up when we talked about his daughter and about the kids. He really does.
I like that. We need more people like that to keep, motivating the youth. A lot of people walk the walk, but they don't really get out there and do it. So shout out to him for getting out there and walking the walk and talking the talk.
Yeah. So again, Jeandra, well, we may as well wrap it early and then just kind of hang out and
do what we do when y'all not looking.
Like we said, like, share, subscribe, all of our content. We got some stuff. And, can you get a shirt?
Yeah. Oh, they're in here somewhere. Oh, I'll get it.
Hold up. We do have limited edition shirts that they are autographed by Jeandra. Are you all right there, girl?
I might leave this part in.
We're really sorry our autographs look like janky because they're really hard to actually sign.
Because they're good quality soft shirts, so they were hard to sign on.
So it's right there. I don't know where we're going to put it, but just look out on our socials where you're going to get it. You can get it for $24.99, and they come in. We don't have that many sizes. And remember, once these first 50 are gone,
they're gone.
Out the door. But we will be making some limited edition glitterati ones. You have to, I have to in honor of my. I wish we could make a leopard one.
We can.
Yeah, we totally can.
We can.
We can make our own rules.
Exactly. If you buy these shirts, again, we're never going to make this version of this shirt ever again. So if you get it, keep it. Maybe every quarter or so, we'll do a limited edition. We'll have specialty ones that are all glittered out. But then we'll have some fly ones and shit too. So stay tuned for that.
We're thinking of a different merch. So, we're in the starting process. But we want to say thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting us on all of our social content and retweeting. You have no idea how much we appreciate it.
We mean it's a lot.
It really does. So on that note, we shall let the show go.
Marinate.
As
they let these matches do in boxing.
Yep. So again, another one in the can for us, Jeandra. I am Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf.
And thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.